F, F, F.
Black Star Pirate Radio.
All right, Black Star. This is TogeeVision. Across Nine Elms, the dial sits at 58 Fahrenheit under rain shower. Wind check, west-southwest at 12 miles an hour. The sovereign signal holds. First up, a shift in fiscal gravity. The Japan Times reports on a hometown donations program refocusing on local community ties.
Tracking the coordinates, Japan's Internal Affairs Ministry revised its Furusato Noze system. The policy change moves away from return gifts, aiming instead to anchor local community connections.
This reveals the structural stress when civic engagement becomes a transaction. True architectures of community arise from shared infrastructure, not fiscal inducements. An alternative might be direct, consent-based community investment, bypassing the state entirely. But the immediate next move, build local signal radars, like our Gig Passport mesh, that transparently map genuine need and resource, connecting people directly.
Static lifts, a vinyl crackle.
On that same current, the idea of hometown connects to ancient reciprocal agreements. When such gifts commodify the core social contract phrase, we often project a desire for belonging onto fiscal structures instead of cultivating living commons.
The collective body seeks firm ground. What concerns you? We've got a caller.
Is this a real shift, or just new paint on the old system?
Hold that thread. Next signal. Unions rebuff Farage and say reform cosplaying as that. A fair question. The ministry's directive aims to shift incentives, but the core system of state-mediated distribution remains. Real architectural shifts occur when communities assert direct control over resource allocation, not just how the state frames its offerings. Shifting focus now to a political standoff. The Guardian reports, unions rebuff Farage, stating reform is cosplaying as workers' champions.
Data point, TUC GMB and Unison leaders rejected Nigel Farage's invite to affiliate with Reform UK's Tuesday conference. Unions cite reform's consistent opposition to new employment rights.
This highlights the projection inherent when claimed advocacy clashes with a party's legislative record. Figures perform solidarity while policies undermine it. Discerning authentic action from a staged role is critical here.
The integrity of labor power demands uncompromised advocacy, not performative alliances. Unions calling out cosplay reinforces that architecture. One alternative is independent worker assemblies, outside existing union structures to directly voice demands. But a solid next move is to leverage tools like the Radio Chronicle Challenge, creating public archives that surface actual policy alignment against political rhetoric, holding figures accountable.
A critical observer returns. Go ahead, caller.
Is this just election maneuvering, or are unions truly holding a line?
From that dossier to this one, Israel puts Palestinian doctor in solitary confinement after unions asserting their boundaries against an opposing political platform demonstrates a structural integrity. It's an act of self-sovereignty, refusing to legitimize a narrative that doesn't align with their historical struggle for worker dignity. The line holds when a body asserts its own boundaries. Finally, a stark reminder of human cost. The Guardian reports, Israel places a Palestinian doctor in solitary confinement after 17 months held without charge.
Logging the data. Dr. Hussam Abu Safia, director of Kamal Adwan Hospital, was detained by Israeli forces in Gaza December 27, 2024. He's held 500 days without formal charges, now transferred to solitary in Ramon prison.
Tracing the ethical circuit, the gap between legal process and arbitrary detention reveals unaccountability in carceral systems. Holding a doctor for 500 days without charge projects unchecked authority. An alternative is immediate, transparent international review of all detentions. The move now, demand proof of provenance for all detentions, ensuring due process and human dignity.
The architecture of justice crumbles when due process is denied. Solitary confinement without charge represents a structural assault on human dignity and consent. We must reinforce the civic architecture that demands accountability, even when power seeks to operate in shadow.
Black Star Pirate Radio.
Continue the signal at TogeeVision.com. Tune in, Sparks and Stories, Gig Passport.